Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today we are going to make a watercolor turkey. We're going to make it a little bit 3D, make it pop out a little bit as well. So today for this project, you're going to need a little bit extra paper than normal. You're going to need one regular sheet of paper and then another just half sheet of paper. So I have one paper and then a half. Because we're painting, if you have thicker paper like a cardstock, that would be best. If you just have regular paper, that works fine too. You're also going to need your watercolor paints, a little cup of water with a brush, and I like to use a sponge for blotting my brush onto. But if you just have paper towel, that's fine too. You're also going to need your crayons. All right. And I'm sorry, a glue stick and scissors as well. My scissors are really big. Your scissors should be small to fit your hand. So scissors, glue stick, watercolor paints with a brush and water, a sponge or paper towel, one regular sheet of paper and a half sheet of paper. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's not too much. Let's go ahead and get started. We are going to make the head and the body first today. So in order to do that, we're going to set our big sheet of paper off to the side, and we're just going to use our half sheet of paper first. I'm turning it vertically up and down this way, not horizontally side to side. So up and down this way, and you're going to need a black crayon first, or really any color. I'm using black. I think black would be best, but if you don't have black, you could use a different color. First, I'm going to draw a big circle in the middle of my paper. This is the turkey's head. On the bottom, leave some space. It should not be connected. I'm going to draw a big oval for the turkey's body. Next, I'm going to draw two eyes. On the head, I'm going to do an oval with a rainbow, an oval with a rainbow. I'm going to color in the bottom part of the eye with the black. Then I'm going to draw a triangle beak, line across with two lines down. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and, sorry about that, I had a visitor. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and paint this next before we cut it out. So I'm gonna take my brush and make sure it's clean by tapping it gently into the bowl, tapping it on the sponge. I'm gonna use a little bit of brown. I'm not gonna dig my brush in, I'm just gently tickling the paint with my brush. I do not need very much. I'm gonna paint the body of the turkey brown. And this is pretty dark, so I'm going to get a little bit of water on my brush. Not too much, but a little bit of water on my brush just to lighten it up. I'm going to go around the oval shape with my brown paint. And then I'm going to paint the head as well. I'm going to go around the shapes and try to stay inside the lines. I am going to cut this out, so it's okay if it goes outside a little bit. And just go right around, painting it in with the brown. I'm going to tap my brush and definitely make sure I get all the brown off because we're going to use yellow or orange next. I think I'm going to use orange. I'm going to tap my brush and get a tiny bit of orange. I just tickle the paint with the tippy tip of my brush and paint that beak orange. Now I'm going to let this dry for a couple minutes. Watercolor paint does not take very long to dry. I'm going to set this off to the side for 2 or 3 minutes and it'll be perfectly fine in just a couple minutes. Okay, I'm going to take, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to get my big paper and we're going to go ahead and draw the turkey feathers and the background. Okay, so what I want you to do first, since we don't have the turkey head or the turkey body drawn on here, it can be a little bit difficult to just draw feathers. So what I want you to do is take any color you would like. I'm going to use purple. You can choose whatever your favorite color is. And find where the middle of your paper is. So just kind of look with your eyes, see if you can tell where the middle of your paper is and point to it. Where the middle of your paper is, I want you to just draw a small circle. It has to be small because we want to make sure that when we put our turkey on here, it's going to cover it up. So small little circle in the middle of the paper. Next, I'm going to draw 6 big feathers. Okay, I'm going to start right at the top of this circle and I'm going to go up and come back down. And I'm going to do that 6 times to make 6 feathers. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go up to a point, come back down and around, make a nice big feather. I'm going to go up, and down again. Up to a point, come back down and around. This is 3. I'm going to make another one over here. I'm going to do 4. And then I'm going to do another one on the other side. 5. And I'm going to add one more because we need to have 6. So I'm going to come right over here. I'm going to add one and come back around. Sorry about that. I had another visitor. Okay, so these are my 6 turkey feathers. I made them nice and big. And I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, we are going to decorate these a little bit. So in each one, I'm going to take a color of the rainbow and I'm going to make some line designs. Okay, so I'm going to start with red and I'm going to do just letter V's going all the way down. Okay, and then I'm going to do orange next. Then I'm going to do yellow. I'm just doing letter V's as my design. You can do whatever you'd like. I'm doing that all the way down. You can do the same thing or you can do something different. I'm going to do green going down. And then I'm going to do blue, letter V's going all the way down. And then I'm going to do purple V's going all the way down. Next, I want to decorate my background. And I'm going to do I'm going to just fill it up with some line design. The tricky part is you want to leave some space here because you know that the feet need to go there. So I'm going to kind of look and see where I need to leave some space for the feet to go. I'm probably going to have to add those in later. Okay, I'm going to take a different color crayon and I'm going to add line design in the background. So I'm going to just choose any line design. I'm going to do some cloud lines. I'm going to do a dashed line, maybe just a straight line, some circles for a circle line, another dashed line. I'm going to kind of stop and leave space for the body and then start again over here. I'm going to do some circles on this side and on this side, but I'm leaving it empty in the middle for the body of the turkey. I'm going to come down here and do the rest. So I'm going to do straight line, zigzag line, scallop line, whatever lines you would like. Just leave some space in the center there for where we're going to put our turkey. Okay, next we can go ahead and start painting this. So let's actually check and see if our turkey's ready. It looks like it's pretty dry. So we can go ahead and cut this out and glue it on, and then we can paint around it. Actually, sorry, I'm changing my mind while I'm filming. Let's paint the background first, then cut this out since it's still drying a little bit. Okay, we're gonna paint the feathers first, and we're gonna make our own colors today with some of that. With the secondary colors, we're gonna make our own. So let's start by doing primary colors first. I'm gonna wash my brush, I'm gonna tap, tap, tap it. I'm going to get a little bit of red. I'm gonna paint my red feather first, just plain red. I'm gonna wash my brush, tap, 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 make sure you get all that paint out because we're gonna do yellow next. So tap, tap, tap it on the sponge, make sure there's nothing on it. Get a little bit of yellow and gently, gently painting with the tippy tip of your brush, paint the yellow feather. Then tap, tap, tap gently inside the cup, tap it on the sponge, get a little bit of blue, and paint the blue feather. We're gonna paint that with the tippy tip of our brush. And now we're ready to do some color mixing. Remember, you can't make the primary colors, they come how they are. They come from the earth and that's how they are. So red, yellow, and blue are just plain. Now we're gonna mix to make orange, green, and purple. Okay, we're gonna first, to make orange, take a little bit of yellow. That's the lighter color. We always want to start with the lighter color. Right inside of that feather. Tap, tap, tap your brush to wash it. Tap it on the sponge. And then get a tiny bit of red. We don't need very much because red is a lot darker than yellow. And mix them in the feather. If they're not mixing very well, you may need a little bit more water. If it looks too dark, you may need to add a little bit more yellow or water to it. I'm gonna wash my brush, tap, 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 tap. Tap it on the sponge, make sure it's clean. I'm gonna take yellow first because now I'm making green, and yellow and blue make green. So I'm gonna take yellow first since it is lighter. And just fill that in. I'm gonna use a little extra water because I want the next color to mix with it, and it won't mix if it's too dry. I'm gonna wash my brush, tap it, and get a tiny bit of blue. I'm gonna mix that blue, get a little bit more there. Mix that blue with the yellow, and you should be able to tell that it looks green. And last but not least, I'm gonna wash my brush, and I know this one's not in between the blue and the red, but we know that blue and red make purple. So we're going to wash our brush, take a little bit of red first because it's the lighter color, paint with red inside, and a tiny bit of blue. We don't want to use too much. And the red plus the blue should make a purple color for you. Everyone's will be a little bit different. Okay, at this time you should also go ahead and paint the background. Go ahead and paint the background and try to see if you can make some tertiary colors. So if you want, you can do red, and just each corner you can do a little bit of tertiary color mixing. So you can do a little bit of red, and then wash your brush, and you can do a little bit of violet with it, which is the same as purple. Just take a little bit of purple and mix it in, and now I made a level 3 color, which is red violet. Okay, and you might want to do a different tertiary color in each corner would be nice. I want to show you real quick how to put the turkey on, and then I'll show you the finished piece. Okay, I'm going to start by cutting this in half. I'm going to cut around the head first, go nice and slow so you get all the white off. Okay. And don't get rid of this extra. We're going to use that to connect and make it 3D. I'm going to cut out the body of the turkey also. Cut all the way around here. Okay, and I'm going to use this extra paper to cut out just 2 rectangle shapes. One for the body, one for the head. The head one needs to be kind of small, so I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller. Okay, so I have 2 rectangle shapes. I'm going to take each of these and bend them back and forth like an accordion. Bend, 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 bend. Okay, use the bigger one for the body. I'm going to take my glue stick, take the cap off, and I'm going to roll some glue onto one side of the extra piece or the accordion. Looks like this now. I'm going to stick it onto the back of the turkey body, and I'm going to hold it down for 5 to 10 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. On this side, I'm going to put some extra glue. Put lots and lots with glue stick. And I'm going to stick it down right here, right in the middle of my paper. I'm going to hold it down for 10 seconds. Okay. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the turkey's head. I'm going to take my glue stick. I'm going to glue a whole bunch on to one side here. I'm going to stick the turkey head onto that piece of white paper. Hold it down for at least 5 seconds. On the other side, I'm going to put a bunch of glue as well. I'm going to stick this down. Hold it for 10 seconds. Don't forget to use an orange crayon to add those feet, those turkey feet. So I'm going to do a line with 2 little lines, another long line with 2 little lines. Then you can finish painting around. You probably should have finished painting the background before you put the turkey on, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you that right away. Okay, so when you're finished today, you will have a 3D turkey that pops out. For the head and the body, you'll have its little feet. You'll have the feathers that you did all on your own with color mixing. And you will have a background where hopefully you mixed your colors as well to make level 3 tertiary colors. This is yellow green, blue green, red violet, and red orange. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, guys. I hope you have a fabulous holiday. Good job today, and happy creating.